Good afternoon. My name is Richard, and on YouTube I go by Resilient Rich, just because it takes true resilience to stay on the narrow path that leads to eternal life, especially with what the world's becoming and how dark it's become, and with the knowing that it's only going to become darker. Now, I want to give credit where credit's due, but someone was watching a video a while ago and I just thought about it. And it was by Justice here on YouTube. King Justice, you can type in King Justice or Justice on YouTube and you'll know him. He has like tattoos on his face. He's an amazing person. And if this ever gets back to him, I don't want him to think that like I stole his idea. He just said something that resonated with me, that I think more people need to learn, because I was at this exact point not too long ago in my life. I even talked about it a little bit on a video. But he said, and this is all I'm going to use from his video, he said, don't let your imperfection, something along the lines of, don't let your imperfection stop you from going after your calling. Meaning, like, we all sin, dude. We are all filthy, dirty rags, cleansed by the blood of Jesus Christ. And what he meant was, let's say you're struggling with something, pleasuring yourself, pleasuring your flesh, and you can't seem to get over it. As you go to the Lord, in time, he will deliver you. And don't let your imperfections stop you from doing what you believe and you truly feel the Lord called you to do. You know, it's like that. I forgot the exact parable, but it's about I think it's the talents, or I think that's what it's called. I'm not positive though. It's the parable about the guy with the talents, and it talks about how there was a master and then he gave people coins. I think, don't quote my words on this. The meaning of the parable is right, but the exact number of coins and stuff like that, that's where I kind of forgot. But I'll say, the master gives the one guy 1 coin, he gives the second guy 2 coins, he gives the third guy 3 coins. The third guy, he takes those 3 coins and he goes and, let's say, invests them, and he gets 6 back. The second guy goes and takes these 2 coins, he goes and invests them and gets 2 more back, so now he has 4. The first guy now has 6. The first guy with only 1 coin, he went and buried his until the master came back, because he was afraid that if he lost it, or if he did something with it and didn't get anything back, that the master would be mad at him. So the one he comes back, he asks the third guy, he says, hey, how many coins do you have left? The third guy says, I invested 3 of them and now I have 6. The master was happy. Same with the second guy. How many coins do you have? I invested the 2 you gave me and now I have 4. He went to the third guy and said, how many coins do you have left? Good to see you, master. I saved this coin that you gave me. Here you go. The master took that coin, letting the other guy keep theirs. Meaning, the Lord gives us talents and gifts, and we're meant to use those gifts. And if we don't use those gifts and talents, he will take them from us. So seek out your purpose and seek out what you're meant to do. And through doing that, the Lord will continue to bless you and open your eyes to what you're capable of. I was guilty of that, man. I was like, I'm not perfect. I need to do this. I need to do that. And then dude, it took me a long time to start a YouTube channel. For one, because I'm an introvert and I never wanted to. I always thought about it in trucking. I always wanted to make a trucking channel, and I never did, dude, because I was too embarrassed, I was just that type of person. It took everything I had to come on here. And now I'm to the point where, like, I don't mind it at all. Like, I kind of enjoy it. A break is needed every now and then, which I probably took too long. I shouldn't have taken the amount of time I did, probably, but, you know, I'm back and we'll go from here. And that, you know, like, if you feel like the Lord is pulling you to start a YouTube channel and bear your testimony and share your experience online, do it, man. Do it. It's going to come with warfare, but it's going to come with blessings too. It's going to come with knowledge that is truly amazing and beneficial. Now, that being said, I want to say something. This is not a fear. This is not a paranoia. And to start, I want to talk about, like, when I pull onto location at night. It seems like they always have lights in a position to just beam me in my face, like those big spotlights, but brighter than lights I've seen. That. And then I'll get a massive headache, dude, like migraine out of nowhere, just horrible. But not only that, I'll start to get heat flashes. Like, it's my whole body sometimes, but most of the times it's just one side of my face. Like, it'll really either be my left side of my face will get super hot and then I'll start sweating, or the right side of my face will get super hot and I'll start sweating. So I want to mention this just so it's out there. I go to deliver this load and I'm on location. And I don't know if you guys have heard about this fog. A bunch of people are talking about it. My dog got sick, okay? That's all I'm going to say about that. But a bunch of these people that come across this fog mention it having a smell like burnt chemical or something, and then them getting super sick afterwards. Not only that, a lot of them have mentioned their animals, where this fog has been present, have become extremely sick, some to the point of dying. Like one guy I watched raised quail. I think 2 out of his 4 quail died after this fog hit. Okay? I'm not saying this is it, but I pull up the location and sure enough, off the tank where they keep the water, a bunch of steam is coming right at my truck, like right at my truck. So I'm like, I'll back up because I was waiting to pull on because there were trucks on. So I backed up to where this steam wasn't coming on my truck, just because that thought came to my head about the fog. That's all I really think about it. I pull onto location, everything, I mean, the typical things. People parked in positions where they can see me, like every other time, trying to walk in front of me, trying to get a reaction, or just letting me know they're there. You know, typical thing, nothing new. I unload my load. The dude seemed respectful, nice, whatever. And this black constantly see it, constantly, all the time. See how she's talking? I don't know if you saw, but she's sitting there talking on her phone. Yeah, I'm at the truck stop. It's at the truck stop. It drives me nuts. Okay. Anyways, back to location. Like, if you're gang stalked, you'll know. And I recognize that just an average person who might watch this and sees that, you're going to be thinking, what? It's a black F-150. What's so weird about that? Like, you're crazy, dude. Like I said, they do things to make you notice. Like I said, that black F-150, always at the truck stop that I'm at. But they do things as well to trick you. Like, there was another black F-150 up the highway just like 10 minutes ago, pulled over on the side of the highway with its hazards on. Okay, so they do things that make them stand out, but I always see that black F-150, maybe not that exact one, but a black F-150 at the truck stop, and then when I leave, it'll leave. Things like that. These are things that they do. Like I said before, man, imagine going to work, you go to get in your car, and there's a person standing there clicking a pen. Throughout the day, you go to take your lunch break, there's a person sitting there clicking a pen staring at you. You go out to dinner that same night, you go to leave the restaurant, and there's a guy standing there staring at you clicking a pen. It's things like this that they do to make you know, but attempt to make you scared to come out and talk about it because you think people will just think you're crazy. I don't care, dude. Like, I don't care. I'm here for a reason. And maybe that reason is to be a part in exposing the evil and corruption that's going on in this country towards innocent people. on terrorist lists for no freaking reason. Things like that, okay? Anyway, so I'm at location and just the typical little things they do, but I'm used to it. I don't let it get to me. I'll just sit there and stare at the people. You know, a normal person would like, what's up, dude? You know, like, you have a problem? Something. This guy's just stare and smirk back. And then they get weak and look away. I don't break eye contact unless I have to move. You know, maybe I shouldn't, but that is me poking back a little bit. It's hard, dude. Like I've said. Anyways, it's just a normal day. If you're targeted, you'll know what I mean. It's just the normal little things they do. Nothing out of the ordinary, right? Well, I leave location and just now on the highway I'm driving, dude, and I just get super dizzy. Like, I almost had to pull over. Dizzy, and I didn't feel right, man. And I'm just saying this because I've heard that if you're gang stalked, they find ways to poison your food. You know, like, sometimes I keep water on my truck and I'll go shower. I heard they they will get into your vehicles, they will get into your home. I know they get into homes because I've witnessed it. I've witnessed it in my home, but I've witnessed leaving my home with it being just fine and coming back with bad smells, things moved, things lost, and then all of a sudden reappearing right where you looked, right where it should have been. All in an attempt to make it seem like you're going crazy, man, to make you think you're going crazy. But I also heard that they're known to poison food and drinks. Things like that. Poison you. Now learning more about this fog situation. I mean, it's a conspiracy. I'm not saying it's true. But it's, I witnessed my dog, got uncontrollably sick. Other people talk about their animals dying and them being extremely sick for days. I'm at location and this fog is blasting right towards my truck, so I back up and get out of it, and then I'm leaving, dude, and I get super dizzy out of nowhere. And I'm just saying this in case something happens, man. Like, I promise you right now, I am at headlights. One on the top, one on the bottom. Top, bottom. I don't know if you can tell.